very much, candidates. And can I ask Keith Sonnet, Deputy General Secretary of Unison, to represent over 1 million people and health service workers?
Thank you very much. It's a great honour to be here to see such a wonderful turnout and a wonderful strike that's been taking place in Tower Hamlets. And I don't want people to be silent. What's the message from today? They say cutbacks, we say buybacks! And that's what we're doing today. We're fighting against the cuts in Tower Hamlets. We're fighting against one of the biggest cuts in its budget. A disgraceful cut in one of the most deprived councils in this country. We are fighting to save jobs. We are fighting nationally to prevent the £81 billion cuts that George Osborne has announced in the last two of his budgets. The freeze on spending for 4 years. The biggest ever reduction in public state spending, which will lead to up to 1 million more unemployed, affecting the most poorest and most vulnerable. They will be the ones most hit, with libraries, sports grounds, schools, hospitals being forced to close. And we are all expected in the public sector and elsewhere to work longer for a pension, and the public sector's pensions are expected to be cut. Let us not believe the rhetoric we see in the newspapers, on the media, that there is no alternative. There is clearly an alternative, which is why 500,000 people, as John said, were marching in London on Saturday, and we're all proud to be a part of it. There is no financial crisis in this country, in Europe or in the United States. We are very rich economies. What we have is an unequal distribution of wealth away from the poor to the very rich. And it's about the political choices that we make. And our alternative has 4 key features. First of all, we say government should change and revise its spending plans. We can save £7 to £11 billion by bringing the troops home from Afghanistan and stopping that occupation. We can save £125 billion by announcing today we are not going to replace Trident. We can save £3 billion by stopping Andrew Lansley's reform of the National Health Service, which is going to be so catastrophic. And we say, if we can wage war in Libya, we can find the money to support our schools and our hospitals and our public services. And we say welfare, not warfare. And our task in the trade union movement is very clear. We must make sure that there are no job cuts that go unchallenged. We will not accept a pay freeze on our members in public services. No nursery, no care home, no library should close without resistance. And there should be no cuts to public sector pensions. And we must fight to maintain the pensions that our members receive. And we must fight to defend our trade unions. Because as John said, these cuts are ideologically born and are as much an attack on the trade union movement as they are on public services. And we must work together. We must work union to union, across the union divide, bringing members across in a concerted series of actions. And we must work with community groups, people who don't want to see their libraries closed, who want to protect their nurseries, who want to protect their hospitals. We must build this broad coalition of resistance against the cuts for which this government has absolutely no mandate at all. And we need to fight the biggest and the strongest battle ever. A fight that should reverberate throughout every corridor, in every town hall in this country, throughout every depot in this country, throughout every school, throughout every hospital, and throughout every public building. And we must take this fight, and we must take it on. And we must involve our members everywhere in the fight that we face. And what you have to realise in Tower Hamlets is that you are not alone. There are hundreds of thousands of public sector workers throughout this country facing the similar problems that you face in local government, in schools and in hospitals. And we have to bring the fight together in a coordinated way, for as John said, together we are stronger. And we will win this fight, and we will defeat this government. We will defeat the bastards that are trying to destroy our public services. And we will succeed because we have fairness, we have justice, and we have equality on our side and behind us. And together we will succeed in putting Clegg, Osborne and Cameron where they belong as footnotes in history. Thank you.